Hi everybody, it's good to see you. I'm Denise McLeod and this is Tracking Treasure. What's Tracking Treasure? Tracking Treasure is a metal detecting show where I go out to historical places around Michigan and then present that to you of what we found. So today we are going out to White Lake, Michigan to a late 1800s farmhouse. Which I like to do is to fill in a little bit of history, and then the pieces that I find have more meaning, have more to the story. So let's start the show. We're going out to White Lake. I hope you enjoy what we found. I know I have. So let's go. Let's start the show. White Lake was founded in 1836 by Harley Olmsted, who was the first permanent settler in 1832. It has 32,000 residents currently. And if you look, you'll find common names like Ruggles, Homewood, Brendels, Voorhees, Fisk, Thompson. This is White Lake. This is at the corner of Ormond and Jackson Boulevard. This is where the township started. This property right here is originally owned by the Voorhees family. There was a church. This is a store across the street from it. This is a store on Jackson Boulevard just west of the lake. The new owners bought the property and created the White Lake Inn, which I'm sure many of you have been to. This is Fisk Farm in the 1940s. This is White Lake Township Hall, the original, and they moved it across the street and so that they could build a new township offices. This is what it looks like today. I'm sure you pass it every day. It is available for rental. But today we are going to the J. Gibson Farm on the corner of Grass Lake Road and Hill Road. And from the plat map that I see, they owned 180 acres, I believe. It's either 160 or 180 acres. Many farmers bought plots as big as that, pretty much, or bigger. And also on the Gibson Farm, they built a one-room schoolhouse out of wood that it eventually burnt down, and they built a brick one that you see here. It is the one-room schoolhouse is now residential property. Someone has bought it, but it still pretty much looks the same. Today we're at a farm in White Lake that was built in the 1880s, and so far I found a horseshoe and a bunch of square nails, but there's 10 acres here, so we're gonna see what we can find, and I'm pretty excited about trying to find something. Ooh, look at that. So this is all from the Gibson Farm, late 1800s, around the residence. I kind of put these in order a little bit, but some of these things I'm not sure what they are. So I don't know if we should start at the top and work our way down or start at the bottom and work our way up. But I think what I'm going to do is start here, right here. This right here is the jewelry that I found at the Gibson Farm. Now the first thing that I found is a silver ring. And it is marked silver, and it has an M on it. So we were thinking, the owner and I were thinking, it was probably a gift from probably like the 70s. I don't know if you can get a good, there you go. As you can see, it was squished a little bit here. And that's what we were thinking. It's probably from the 70s, but who knows, because it's silver. So when you're digging silver, it stays just like this in the dirt. No matter how long it's in the dirt, it is just shiny and new. So the next thing that I found was this. I think this is a cufflink, or I don't know exactly what it is. At first I thought it was a button because it has this, and then I thought it is a cufflink, and somehow I don't know how old it is. I don't see any markings on it, so I don't think it's any precious metal, but I could be wrong. And it had green inside of it. I was thinking, oh, well, it could have had a picture or something in it, but I think it was just green inside of it, because you can kind of see. Let me get it closer. These were also, the cufflink and the silver ring were pretty close together. So, this is a little charm, and it's charming. Get it? Anyway, just a little kid's charm. I don't know when it's from. It doesn't look like it's that old. No markings on it. Probably just fell off the charm bracelet. Now, this is something I just found, because, when I looked for these, this was 2024 when I found all this. This is 2025. It's kind of like the last part of the property that I hadn't searched. And it was actually underneath a bunch of wood pile, like a wood pile, and they moved all the wood or whatever. And I just happened to go through and found this. This is a homemade, I don't know if you can see this. I don't even know if it's upside down or, let me look here. It's a homemade ring. It's a ring, and it's got, it's like little trees or little flowers or whatever etched into it. And I can't get a really good, I'm trying to get it. You can kind of see it there. But it has like these little flowers etched into it. Not silver. It just looks like a little ring that they made. Looks like it's like welded there. I don't know how old it is, because it's just like, it's made out of lead, I think. So that was very interesting. I think that's a really good find on the property. Okay. Next thing I found close to that ring in the same area is this musket ball. On a little musket ball. Tiny, like a half-inch, like a quarter-inch, half-inch musket ball. So that's pretty cool. I'll put that in the ring. And then the other things that I found as far as shotgun shells. Federal Monterey. This is number 12. No. Number 18. Federal Monterey. Is that what it says? Old. Very old. When it doesn't have USA etched into it, it's old. And I even never heard of a Federal Monterey number 18 gauge. So it's a shotgun cap there. And I believe this is another bullet shell. I found a bunch of these in Waterford. And I found one here. And I think that's like early shotgun shell. That's what I think. All right, what else? This was interesting. This goes on a shoe. It's like a toe protector, or what the heck do they call these? Heel protector, toe protector. Anyway, it goes on the bottom of a shoe. And you can see where they tack in the little tacks that go into the sole. I looked it up. I looked this up, and it said Civil War. Civil War this is what the Civil War boots had on them so that was pretty interesting. Next, I'm not sure what this is. To me, it looks like it goes on. It looks like it gets tapped into a bottle or something. See how it has, see how it has like a tip to it that's sharp? not really sharp, but it looks like it gets pushed into something and it has the hole. So, trees maybe? No, I don't know how they do that for syrup. Then I thought, oh, it goes into a bottle. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's certainly for pouring something. Right? So that was pretty interesting. Next interesting thing I found from the mason jar. This is a little bit of the porcelain out of a cap of a mason jar. Doesn't really have any writing in it, so I don't know what kind of. Well, we call all mason jars, but they had different brands of mason, like Ball mason jar and several other mason jars. But I don't know how old this is. It doesn't have any writing on it. But they certainly canned. I'll give them that. Horse. I'm going to say this is from a horse tack. Horse tack. Now I found these, the horse tack stuff, in the front yard towards the road. So that, I don't know if there was a road there, but they had a barn across the street. And this is found, so I'm thinking the horses in the barn were on the right side of the house if you're facing the house, in the front area by the road. And I'll kind of show you that. So there's that. More horse tack, I believe. Right here is a buckle. Found close to where I found the other, which would be in the front yard. Let's see if I can move this over here. Very good find, big buckle. So it looks like they had working horses. When you look at this and this, put it together, it's like they had some working horses going on there. The next thing, I'm not sure what this is, but I think it comes from a lantern. Because I found some lantern parts in other places. And this looks like the ring that goes at the top, where the wick comes through or whatever. And I think that's what that is. I should have a clear spot so you can see. All right. This is, I'm not sure. It looks like a safety belt. The safety belt part that goes to a car or a car seat or whatever that clicks into the, like a buckle. But I don't know. This could be from farm machinery. It could be from horse tack. Really not sure where it comes from. But there is another one. This is an older one. You can see. Here, let me hold them both. They're both down here. They had several, obviously it's a farm, so they had tractors and plows, but that kind of looks like the same kind of thing, doesn't it? Okay. The next thing is this. I don't know what this is. At first when I saw it, I'm like, oh, this might have been something that they tied the horses to, but you know what? It's not thick enough for that. It's not heavy enough for that. Then I thought, oh, it's a lamp. It goes into a lamp, right? No, because it doesn't go through, because where the light bulb would go. So I am not sure what this is. I don't know if it was a net on it, like a net or something. Like I said, there's no hole here. In here is all rusted away. You can see that. So if you have any ideas on what that might be, let me know. Just email me and give me your suggestion. Next is this. Now when I saw this, I thought it was a mailbox flag. Isn't that what it looks like? A mailbox flag. I don't see any. It's old. It could be part of a tractor. I don't know. But it has no color on it, so I can't tell. But it's very old, so it's been in the ground for a long time. But it looks like a mailbox flag, doesn't it? Oop. You got mail. Oop. So that's pretty interesting. Now this, I found a couple of these. Oh God, it's falling apart. Anyway, I found a couple of these. This is my most recent one. Look, it's falling apart. Now I talked to the owner of the farm, and he has an old, I can't remember what he called it, but it cuts down, I don't want to say weeds, but corn stalks, or it goes into the ground. There's like a little tractor, and it kind of goes and it chops something up. And it has a bunch of blades like this. And I'm not a farmer, so I'm not sure what it's called. Maybe if I talk to him again, I can have that on a graphic and then tell you what it is, but the kind of tractor it is from. But that's what he said it's from. Because he has the old one that I don't know. I think that might have been there when they moved in. He has that in his front yard as decoration. So, all right. Let's see what looks interesting to you. Well, this is a croquet ball. And it's from the 70s. I know it is because I used to play croquet there. And it's a very light wooden ball. This is not from the early days, but I found this from the 70s. So that's quite a while ago, right? I found this Hello Kitty lock. And obviously, that's new. That's a newer. What does it say on the back? I can't see. What does it say? I can't read it. Can't read it. I'd have to get it wet, but sorry, that's my cat. Okay, so that's a Hello Kitty lock. This is a handle of some kind. I don't know what was on the end of it. I found one of these at Drayton Plains Nature Center in Waterford. But it kind of looks like a spoon handle. Again, it has been in the ground for a long time. So I don't know. I don't know. This is pretty interesting. A knife, part of the knife. Part of a knife, possibly. I believe it is. It's thick at the top and thin at the bottom. Another one looks more like a knife. Blade, a knife blade. So that's pretty cool. Been in the ground for a while. Tip of a knife. First I thought it was an arrowhead, but it's not, it's steel, so. Okay. What else? What is so interesting? Over here you see all the square nails. You got the square nails. And then you got this. Then you got this little snap. But it does say USA on it, I believe. Look. Does it say USA on it? Again, I can't see. Zipper. I don't know what year zippers came out. I don't think it's very old. I tried to look and see. I think it says Talon on it. It says Talon. It says Talon zipper. More horse stuff. Horse tack. Put that with the horse tack. The horse tack. All right. This is some office. This is like a tool. I don't know what kind of tool, like an ice pick or something, because it's pointy at the top. I found one of these at the Drayton Plains Nature Center. So it's some kind of maybe leather working tool, or I don't know what it is. It's a tool. See if you can see how sharp it is. Oh, it's sharp. Look at that. Ooh. No, it's not a nail. This was interesting. I found this not too long ago in 2025. What is it? It's a fire poker, right? Or does it go on top of a... No, it's a fire poker, right? Don't know. It doesn't have any writing on it. I don't know how old it is. But I know this. Most of the stuff I found in 2024, this was found in 2025. So it just goes to show you that you could go over the same property quite a few times and find new things. And this is one of them. The other one I like the most, because it reminds me of the 70s, is a fishing lure. I'm like, I think I had a fishing lure like this. A brick that does not match the house. So something was made out of a brick. I don't know, maybe it was a barn. I don't know. Oh, you can't miss the horseshoe. At first I thought, oh no, this has got to be a horseshoe like for the game of horseshoes, right? That's what I thought, because this is from a workhorse. This is a big horseshoe. And then I thought, oh no, this is something we used when we played horseshoes. But honestly, it does have the holes in it for the nails. I don't know if you can see. One of them you can see through. Because I was like, I'm not going to show that because it's just for horseshoes. But no. I think there's a hole. And where is it? There's a hole right there. See it? So this is from a working horse. This goes over with the horse stuff. What have we not seen? This? Ha! I don't know what this was. This, I think, was for a skimmer for a pool or something. Because you can see, it's not that old. But I really don't know. I don't know what that was. So that's funny. A rake. This is from an old rake. I'll put this somewhere so you can see. You can see the tines on it. It's an old garden rake. You can see where the handle was. That was a pretty good find. I like that. What else do we have left? Money. Always money, 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 money. Nothing really big in the money part, except for this. And I missed it. Okay. Except for this penny is a 1 center, or a wheat penny, as everybody likes to call it. It's from 1916. That's what it says. It can't be 1916, but I swear that's what it says. Because wouldn't 1916 be an Indian head penny? Like, when did they start making pennies? That's the question. I'm trying to get it so I can see it. Can you guys see that? I swear it says 1916 on it. Or 1917. You see it? Wait a minute. Maybe you can freeze frame it. And on the back, obviously it's a 1 center. I got it. I need a better light in here. I guess it would help if I turned it so you could see. It's a 1 center. So out of all the change, just really one that's from way back. So mostly horse tack and tractor tools. I love the jewelry. I love the toe tip thing. I can't remember, heel guard or something they call it. The musket ball is awesome. I love this ring that somebody made. Really good finds. And I'm going to go back when they plow down the corn and go more into the fields is what I'm going to do. And see if I can find some more stuff. Also, I'm looking at a house in Oxford that's about the same age, and that'll be coming up soon here in a show, probably in the winter. But that's my find from the historical White Lake, Michigan farm. If you have a historical home that you would like to feature on this show, and no, you do not have to talk and you do not have to be on camera. I just come to your home, dig holes in your yard. Of course, I fill them in. Okay, you can't even tell I was there. And then I present those shows with a little bit of history on the home and a little bit of history of wherever I'm digging. So if you're interested in doing that, then please email me at dmcleodtv10@yahoo.com.